What is good, man? Welcome back to another video. Before we actually get to the live action, man, this is the car that I am currently working on right now, man. Let's check it out real quick. Definitely got a little bit of get down in it, guys, and man, subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bells on to stay tuned when I drop the video on this charger. Man, look, why wouldn't you want to stay notified about this charger or subscribe to the channel and get the notifications about the video of this? Look, we got two smart AKs, we have a 4000, we have a 3000, and then we have an 800. That's some serious power, guys. A crazy lithium bank down there in the bottom as well too. Man, definitely, guys, stay tuned for this video. This one is going to be serious. I just want to let you guys know real quick why I haven't been dropping videos. So I did get that MacBook for Christmas, and man, it's been like taking me like that other video, it took me almost like a week and a half to like edit and upload it. Like, man, like it's just a whole different transition from iPad to MacBook. Same thing with this video right here, guys. Like, I'm just trying to get the rhythm of, you know, using the MacBook, you know, editing. Like on my iPad, man, I'll edit a video with overnight and we're good. But man, this MacBook, guys, it's like a whole different thing. I haven't really used a laptop like that in a little bit. But just because I ain't been posting doesn't mean your boy ain't been working, man. We've been like knocking these whips out. So with all that, man, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned. And now, man, let's get to the video. Let's get it. We got a Chevy truck, we got wood, we got speakers somewhere around here too. All those things right there, man, we are about to build a stunt wall for the back of that OBS truck right there, man. The most popular thing right now to do here in Florida, guys, is doing a stunt wall. And literally here in the state of Florida, man, if you don't have a stunt wall, man, you're basically just sitting on the sidelines, man. Everybody's got one, man. Even cars got them nowadays. So my boy wants to be in the game, and we're gonna get him in there. We're gonna go ahead and lace them up with like 2 12s, 4 10s, and then maybe 4 horns across the top of it. Once we actually start building and designing, we'll know exactly where everything's going. Like for today's project, I feel it's gonna take me a lot more time to design and make sure where I'm gonna put everything at versus to build it. Since it is Florida, we do have a lot of like rain and moisture here and there, and random rain, like I just said. So we're gonna build it out of a nice plywood, 1/2 inch, just because it's gonna be just plain mid-range. It's not even gonna do like mid-bass or nothing like that. So after we get done building it, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna resin it, and then we're gonna come back with a nice bed liner type of paint, so it helps it protect it that much more better. You feel me? For the horns, we were actually using DS18s, but these guys are actually ruined, so we're going to go ahead and replace the diaphragm. I know I said in the previous video we were going to replace them, but it actually got late on your boy, and it started raining, and I had to record the other car, man, which definitely stay tuned and subscribe, man, because, man, them dunks, that vert that we got, man, we're going to do something really, really badass with it, so stay tuned for that. We also got this Alto PRV, you already know. Man, we try to do as much as PRV as possible here in the channel. Let's open this guy up. Nothing too crazy. He just wants to talk a little bit. It's probably like 800 watts. Yeah, look, 800 watts. And I think the most you could probably put on it is probably like 1,000 watts. And this is actually considered a loudspeaker. It's not a mid-bass speaker. So this one, the vocal output will probably be just a little bit more, you know, louder than a mid-bass would. Mid-bass, you'll probably get more thump out of it, of course, but these guys are just made to, you know, fill in that frequency to talk a little bit, and then the horn will actually do its job, and you'll hear the words from this guy. Talk about these birds are just ruining the video. Man, I'm about to yell at them. But anyways, like I said, it's probably going to take me longer to design and figure out where the speakers are going versus actually building it. It is just going to basically be just like a square box. It's going to look dope, so definitely stay tuned, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. If car audio is your thing, cars is your thing, man, we do all that here. Let's get it. basically got two options. Option one is the way how all the speakers are set up right here. We can pretty much just put them stacked, and we basically got one mid here, one mid right there, and then another mid right here. But you see we have a gap, so we could probably fit 3 10s along the way right here along the bottom, and then maybe do one on top, and then put 2 horns on each side. The other way is we space them out a bit. Then we have one mid right here, another mid over here next to the 12, and then we basically just stagger it right here. We put probably like 1 2 horns, and then 3 and 4 horns right there. I feel if we go the route where it's horn here, and then another horn on each side, that pretty much fills in a lot of the gaps, so it's just not blank spaces everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish drawing everything up, guys, and then we'll start cutting out some holes. We'll cut this piece to what it's actually supposed to be, and then we can cut the sides and the tops, put it together, and with it being a little bit taller than what I actually expected it to be, we actually got to run to Home Depot and get another piece of wood, but I'll probably won't even get that on camera. I'll just go and get it. All right, so there it is, guys. I don't know if you guys can see all the markings. We have a 12 there, 10 up there, 10 there, horn, 10, horn, 10, and 12. This was like the best location for the speakers and the horns that I could possibly get. Being able to fit everything on here. If we had like maybe like an 8 and a 10 and 2 12s going on here, we could probably fit everything along the bottom, and then the horns across the top. But like I said, with us being able to do you know, something like this, we could probably do a little raised 3D panel or something just to make it look a little bit better, just so it's not like a flat wall. And then like on top of it, we'll see when we actually get done if we can do a nice little raised 3D up thing so it's just not flat. But you know, your boy actually just wants something plain and simple, just so we can play some speakers and get them in the game. It's still rather early right now, so I think I'm gonna run to Home Depot real quick and go get some quick wood, so I can just come back and just pretty much just get everything knocked out the way. You see what I'm saying? We already have these the blueprints already drawn out. Then it's just a matter of just cutting some stuff out, cutting some holes out, and then we're gonna have this thing built by today. We're gonna do all this in one video, guys. Cut wood, cut speaker holes, fiberglass resin it, and then paint it, all done today. Back from Home Depot, I got the wood that I needed. Right now we're gonna go ahead and cut everything we need to cut out on our table saw, all the pieces, and then we're gonna put the box somewhat together, and then we'll end up cutting out all the holes out for all the speakers and horns. I just got done cutting all the pieces so we can assemble the box together, and next I'm actually going to go ahead and start cutting out all the mounting holes for the speakers and the horns. But what you guys didn't actually get to see, reposition some stuff just because of space wise and height, and the way I actually had it before, I actually had this tin spaced up a little bit more, and so it was giving me my stunt wall a little bit higher, and it was actually going to almost sit a tad bit higher than the bed line, or probably just even. You probably would have never noticed, but when he goes to do his topper or, you know, any type of cover, it would have probably interfered with it. But with us, you know, moving the mids around a little bit and dropping them down maybe like a ½ inch, we were able to get a very nice height for the stunt wall. Definitely going to work with what he actually got going on, and like I said, in the future if he puts a cover on it or tonneau cover, it shouldn't interfere with nothing. The stunt wall can still house the 212s and the 410s with the horns as well too. I'm actually go ahead and I am going to cut out all the holes right now, and then once that gets done, we can actually assemble the box. We can throw some resin on her, then we'll come back and paint it, and then the stunt wall will be done. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, it's something simple. We made it work. I did fill in like the spots of staples in with some filler. Just so whenever we paint it, you just don't see like the dots. Now, you know, this wood is actually pretty good, guys. But like I said, whenever you staple through it, it chips the edges off. And I'm gonna run the chamfer router on the corner of it just to give it a little bit more look when you look at it. And then we're gonna round over this top lip just to give it a little bit more of, you know, a professional look. So it just doesn't look plain Jane. So let's go ahead, man, fire up the router. Look, this is the chamfer bit right there. Looks like a little fan. Man, it's gonna create wonders right now. So look at the edge on it, and let's look at it what it looks like after we run it on there. So there it is right there. Man, this is gonna give us what we want. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Same amount of work if we use MDF so we can get a nicer edge and we wouldn't go through these problems, because anyways we're gonna have to even you know, router it. We're gonna have to fiberglass resin it, and we're gonna use that truck bed lining paint, so it has like that texture look to protect it from the rain itself. Like I said, man, the wood's good. It's easy to work with. It's nice and light, but man, these are the type of problems that happens. I have to fill that in with filler right now and sand it just so it doesn't look crazy looking. Let's see if that happens to it right here. See, it wasn't too bad, but it did chip it, guys. You know, like I said, this is just gonna be the outcome with using this type of wood. So honestly, guys, man, I'm an MDF type of guy. I know we'll probably have some people in the comments talking about slow the router speed down, put some tape on it, use a different type of router bit. All that's fine, but you know, look how much more time extra, you know, putting tape, filling in with Bondo, or going to get a special router bit when we can just purchase MDF wood that we already know. Man, it's always going to do its thing. It's always going to look fantastic, and you know, it's just good all the way around. Okay, so let's fill it in real quick. I did put a lot of harder on it just so it'll react, guys. Look, and bam, that's it. Now while that dries, guys, I don't think I'm gonna actually do the round over edge on it, just because I don't want to run into another problem and chip off more of the edge. So it is what it is. I do have wood left over that we're going to use for the vert, guys, but I think I will tape the edges up and experiment and see if the wood chips with it. If not, that would have to be a step that we'd have to take in order to get clean edges whenever we hit them with the router. If not, man, it's going to be an MDF type of year all year around. And even though when we get into doing, you know, the projects that we will be doing for ourselves, man, MDF for everything, guys. I don't even care. MDF for everything.